Ready as I'll ever be.
All right. We're back. Episodes 4 and 5 just aired Monday and Tuesday night. Katie's still in her sling. How we feeling?
Rough.
Rough? Now, did I see that you're single now?
Single as a Pringle. It's just me. That's my identity.
Is it officially fuck girl fall or like?
It's when has there not been a fuck girl fall for the last, I don't even know how many years of my life. So it's only suiting.
I mean, I dig it. Like, that's good for you,
Just in time for football season.
Exactly. But all right. So I just, I had to throw that out there for the listeners. If anyone wanted to slide in the DMs.
I heard DILFs.
Yeah, DILFs, she's single now. So, whatever goes. All right. So starting with episode 4, we're going to kick off with that. I know so much happened in episode 5. We're going to get to that, but we're going to go in order like we have been. So episode 4 starts off. I texted you because you watched it last night. I've been doing the thing of back to back. Yeah. And I texted you. I was like, those two guys are the biggest douchebags ever. What was it? Chasen and
Chris.
Like, I could not stand either of them. I couldn't stand listening to Chris talk. Chasen just pissed me off.
Precisely. Yeah. Chasen just pissed me off all of Tayshia's season that he existed on there. Chris, I didn't even know who he was. Like, when he said he had a smidgen of attention, and like, I did not know that they were as close of friends as they were, but whatever.
Yeah, no, they definitely were close friends. I did not like either of them. I also texted you that okay, wait, before I get into that part, but so they obviously have a date. They both have dates, right? And they're going to talk to girls. That's how they figure out who they go on a date with. Every guy was like, I just can't believe it's over. Like, what is going on? Like, why would she go talk to him? It's like, brother, she's talking
name of the
to
game.
Him.
Yeah, like, name of the game.
She's talking to him.
I think it's an ego thing for them. I think it really is an ego thing. They're like, I feel so solidified, but it's like, yo, you're the one giving. Oh, wait, it was at the point. It was still when the women had the roses. So that's why they were freaking out.
I know, but like shouldn't you not though? Like, isn't it like you freaking out? Isn't that kind of a turnoff?
Yeah, I would say so.
Like, the way that they freak out too, it's like, yo, brother, chill out. Like, it's not that deep. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was like crazy. Like I could get like, damn, that kind of sucks, but I get it. But like, they were like spazzing. It was like,
they were. I'm telling you, it's an ego thing. Like, especially because they don't want to get kicked off the show. They don't want to be that guy. Like, yeah,
for sure. And we saw that later with Aaron when he kept saying, people are pitying me. It's like, brother, calm down. But like, without skipping forward, I also I texted you DeAndre. How do you pronounce her name?
Deandra.
I didn't recognize her really. Like, I don't really remember from previous. I don't even know if I've said her name on this show.
The blonde braids. That's how you remember her. The blonde braids.
Looking good.
She's hot. Like, she's hot. I mean, they all are, but like, she's extra hot.
She is hot. And they do this thing where like they like kind of center in on one person, so it makes you like kind of like be like, oh yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, and like, honestly though, like, after watching that, she was also on Peter's season. Peter had the greatest collect of females ever
in recent times, for sure. That weren't just like, I mean, they were a lot of, honestly, those girls kind of spearheaded the drama moving forward. But they're probably the last cast that I like consistently liked. A handful of them that I was like looking forward to Bachelor in Paradise, and then we weren't given it last summer, and I was like, oh. So I was happy to see she's still sticking around.
Yeah. So then, is it Chasen takes
Deandra, and Chris takes Jasenia.
Chris, yes.
Yeah, and that was honestly the shock of the fucking century.
That he took Chris, her, or
the whole unfolding of Chris and Jasenia. Yeah, like it. Ugh. I don't know.
Yeah, but she did say they kept going back, like Chris and who was she talking to before? It was Chris and Ivan were like the two
Jasenia and Ivan.
Yeah, but like Jasenia said that those were the two guys that she really like wanted to see, and like I always have been, what I've been saying is like new is always better. So the second guy comes and
new and shiny.
Right.
New and shiny. And all the women too, I'm pretty sure that they mentioned that she said a million times, like, I want to see Chris, I want to see Chris, I want to see Chris. Like it was over for
that's what I'm
with
saying.
Ivan.
Right. That's what I'm saying, right? She said Chris and Ivan were the two she wanted to see. She's already been with Ivan. New is always better. Chris comes in, who is the other person she wanted to see.
Nice guys never win. They never do.
No. And then the date was like very odd, but like definitely like gets your sexual juices flowing for the two couples.
I know. I was like imagining if some dude that did that to me, and my first thought was like, were they given like at least a breath mint or something before they did that?
My thought was like, bro, I'm weak. Like, what if I couldn't pick the girl up in those positions? Like, she better be skinny. Like, like, and not even like she could be thick, but like,
your strength.
I'm weak. Yeah.
And the worst part is they didn't even know what they were walking into, but at least the producers knew to send Chasen and Chris there because they were like, I don't know, they could probably handle any one of those freaking girls. Anybody could. They're all tiny.
I was gonna say they're all tiny, and like most of the guys are like pretty ripped. Like
Jasenia's got to be like 115 pounds soaking fucking wet. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like I could pick up her, and I'm weak as fuck. But like, you know, if like I could not pick up DeAndre. Like,
yo, could you imagine if I went on a date like that and someone just like yanked my elbow out and I'd be like, oops, gotta pop that back in.
Yeah, that would be funny as
I'd be the ambulance. I'd be the famous ambulance.
But you'd remember, you'd be like, next time you appear, you'd be like ambulance girl. Like, you know what I mean though? Like,
oh, iconic.
So their date goes on as planned. Both girls were kind of feeling the guys. And I think you kind of could tell that Jasenia was definitely feeling Chris.
Yeah. From the moment that she got asked on that date, I was like, it's game over for Ivan, honestly. Like it really is. But
same here. And then go back to where everyone's hanging out. Mari kind of just becomes like a typical high school girlfriend that you're kind of annoyed about. You want to know who spazzed?
You want to know who fucking spazzed is fucking Mari.
Right.
When she had all the power that week, like, what are you fucking freaking out about, girl? Literally, what are you freaking out about? Like,
but she also comes up and she's like, if a guy asks me to go on a date, I want to have the ability to say yes.
Precisely. And if she had never said that, none of the following shit would have happened. Like when Kenny said she wanted to have her cake and eat it too, and I think Trey said that too before she threw it or after she threw it in the fucking fire. Like that was it. Like you can't expect Kenny to sit around and like wait for you to find something better and maybe come back to him. Like what do you think that guy's gonna do? Like
that's what I'm saying. So like guys are morons, and she just basically gave him and in most guys' eyes like the okay to go date other women, and you think that it's going to go well. Also, you were telling him, he was like, he kind of was taken aback, and he was like, oh, I didn't know that was like an option for either of us. So it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, why? Okay, that's when Mari should have like backstepped and been like, okay, maybe not. Like Kenny was all in on her. Like honestly,
she could have been like, okay, yeah, never mind. Maybe I was just thinking it, but now that I know how you feel, blah 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 blah.
And then she was sitting there in her confessional or whatever the fuck, the B-roll, and was like, I just wish he would be putting a bigger step forward, like, you know, showing me that he actually cares about me and stuff. It's like you literally just told him you want to go date other people. Why the fuck would he be trying to make a big step toward like forward with you? Like it's never gonna happen. Men are morons.
Right. And to that point, like we said, he was all for her, complete game for her with nothing in sight.
Complete. And he told her that too. Yeah.
Right. And it's like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, you know what it is? She saw these other two girls get other guys interested in them. And she was like, oh, I want that. Because new is always better. Even though she probably would have liked Kenny more than those guys. She saw them and was like, oh, just like, if they would have asked me, I would have said yes.
The new shiny toy. Yeah, that's ultimately what it boils down to. Right. But when I tell you, I literally lost it when she threw the fucking cake in the fire. She's just marching down the beach with the cake in her hand. And everyone's like, oh shit. And Trey was like, I wanted a piece of that shit. I would have been pissed off because I didn't get a fucking piece of it too. I felt that.
And like, it's like, I don't know, like honestly, like Demi didn't have a connection. Now I don't think Demi necessarily, I don't like Demi. I've stated that before, but like, I don't think Demi necessarily owed Mari anything. And Mari basically openly told her that we can pursue other people. And then Demi clearly thought Kenny was hot from day one. And was like,
Mari literally said it to Demi, and Demi was like, all right, I'm going to pounce on that cake then.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's like literally like giving the other team your plays. Like you gave Demi, the one person who would go after your man, the okay.
What do you think is gonna happen? Like, exactly.
So then that kind of spirals into a bunch of shit. We have my girl Tammy, who I've lost a lot of respect for last night, but
thank God.
Yeah,
I could have trifling fucking Tammy. That's her new nickname, trifling Tammy, period.
And you know, like how I said, like they put these people in the limelight, and it makes me think they're either way more attractive or like whatever. Like when I saw her tonight, after everything, I didn't think she was as attractive as I thought she was last week.
Her personality is ass, and it makes you an uglier fucking person.
Period. It was tough. It was tough, definitely. But so then Aaron and
Thomas. So Tammy pulls Thomas in front of Aaron, walks him down the beach, starts making out with him on the daybed in front of everybody, which that's disrespectful as fuck. You have a whole ass fucking beach, bitch. Go in a fucking corner somewhere. Literally, you did not have to do that. That was so shady. And especially with your man's arch nemesis, which is known, like that is some bitch shit. Period. She was doing it to stir up drama, period. End of story. But I don't think in that moment, maybe she was aware of it, but like, that's literally just the kind of person she is, like, period.
But also, Aaron obviously confronted Thomas and they started getting in an argument, blah, 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 blah. Everything he was saying, like you just said, should have been directed at Tammy. Like, Aaron or Thomas is fighting for a rose. So, like, you got to do,
Thomas is playing the game. Yeah, that's how I feel too.
You got to be a scumbag. You got to be a scumbag because you're fighting for a rose.
I mean, I guess eventually Aaron did talk to Tammy eventually, and he was just like, you're a snake in the grass. And he was like, I thought you were someone that I liked, or he like changed it from like likes to liked. He was well, liked. Fucking just dramatic. But
so he should have directed all of it to Tammy, though. I know he hates Thomas, so that's probably part of the reason. But I did like how, like, because even in the middle of it, Tammy almost interrupted him and said, like, you don't know who the rose is going to. And he could have, like, played that and been like, oh, okay, I'm still going to try to fight for you.
That's Tammy fucking with his head, though.
No, but I know. But what I'm saying is Aaron knew he was like, she's probably my only shot. I might be going home now, but still fuck that bitch. And I respected that, though. I was like, all right, good for you. Like, you need to tell her off. And Hell no on fucking Tammy. I hate that bitch. And later on, you were right.
Yeah, I told you, trifling Tammy.
You were right.
Joe even says, I think in the episode tonight at the top of it, because it was a to be continued, right? Of the Aaron and Thomas saga.
Yes.
He even says, he's like, Tammy is literally she sets herself up for this drama. Like, she literally sets herself up to be unhappy.
I was gonna say, he said she doesn't want to be happy. And then another girl said she's creating all this drama, but then honestly, like, I think she loves it.
Yeah, no,
So,
she's a bitch. She's a mean girl. Like, that's what
yeah,
she does. She'll never
yeah,
change. How old is she? 26. She'll never fucking change, or
yeah.
however the fuck. I think she might be 24.
It was a rough. I didn't like seeing her like that tonight. So that definitely, she's on my shit
Told
list
you
now.
so.
You were right. But other than that, Demi and Kenny, I mean, obviously fuck, but did you have anything else for episode 4? Because then it goes into episode 5 where the rose ceremony starts.
Yeah, bro, let's get to it. Yeah.
So rose ceremony starts, obviously Tajwan leaves.
Because
Trey leaves.
Trey breaks up with Tajwan.
Do you think that's why she personally left? Like,
no, she left. She left after Becca Kufrin fucking pulled up, right. And then she was like, "I'm not." I think she got so insecure about it, honestly. Yeah. And every girl there was in agreement for the most part that as soon as Becca walked in the door, she's like you said, like the new shiny toy. Like, she used to be the Bachelorette. You know, any guy is gonna want that. You know, they'll try to get that.
I'm not like, that's my first time seeing her. I didn't see it. like everyone kept saying, you know, like
she's very Midwest.
She can take, okay, maybe that's why I hate her.
Yeah, she's from Minnesota.
Yeah, maybe that's why I don't like her. Been with Midwestern women my whole damn life. But everyone was like, Aaron was like, I've had a crush on her for a while. Everyone was like, loving her. But then obviously, lost her shit. Yeah, she leaves. Mari still has a rose because she doesn't really have anyone. Mm-hmm. Then the whole thing with
Jason, Deandra, and Carl.
Yes.
So that was one thing from Monday night's episode where Carl gave Deandra the bracelet.
Yeah.
And I literally, Noah like mentions this later. I was looking at that. I was like, he's trying to make this seem like some special fucking bracelet from Florida. Is that a fucking Pandora bracelet? I can walk into the fucking Mishawaka Mall and buy one.
Are those the ones where you like pick and like
there's the little charms? Yeah. Noah was like, I bought my mom one of those in 2000 for Christmas.
Yes. Noah actually made a funny joke for the first time. I was like, okay, Noah, like that was funny.
That was hysterical. Yeah.
But when he was giving her the gift, like Jason was being a douchebag.
He's just a douchebag. Like,
yeah, that was like, I was like, what are you doing?
Tayshia, so the season he came from, that was like the season of douches. I swear to God, like the worst people on that cast, except for Daddy Bennett. But
yeah, I didn't like him. And then he gives that like necklace to her.
Don't even get me fucking started on this necklace. Don't even get me fucking started on this tacky ass shit. Chasen, if it is not real, I don't fucking want it. If I was Deandra, I would have taken this shit off and been like, what is this, costume jewelry? And I would have breathed on it to see if it was real diamonds or not. And I would have been like, what did you get this from, Forever fucking 21? Like, I would like,
that's kind of like what Demi said. You remember when Demi was like, I feel bad for Deandra. She's getting all this shitty ass jewelry. Like, yeah, put this girl in this position where she has to wear it.
I would not want to wear that shit. Oh my God.
Yeah. Absolutely not. Like, did Carl think it was like real then? Like,
I hope to God nobody thought that was real, because if that was, that would have been like, I can't even imagine how expensive that shit would have been. I was gonna say that, but the fact that it was a fake one of that caliber just sends my ass. Like, you could have just done something smaller, brother.
Yeah.
Literally, you didn't have to do all that. Like, some producer pulled that out of the freaking costume jewelry at ABC and brought it along. Like, I can't.
David Spade left it over and they just picked it up. Yeah.
Lil Jon, no. Yeah. Oh my God.
He's there.
No, but we know Lil Jon's wearing real chains though, so we can't even get it twisted.
Yeah, don't disrespect the GOAT. Like, he's not the GOAT, but don't disrespect the homie.
No disrespect to Lil Jon, period.
Yeah, the East Side boys will come for you. So but then their argument in this little like jewelry like bullshit we're going to skip ahead a little bit, but it gets both of them sent home.
I know, ultimately, which is honestly amazing to me. When Deandra, skipping ahead, gave Ivan the rose, I was shocked. I literally
I was
like,
too.
huh? At my TV. Like,
no, because I was happy though. I was like, there's
he
no
deserves
way.
to stay.
I was gonna say there's no way that something good actually happened. Like what?
That's the epitome of a friendship rose right there. Like literally. That's the
and she knows
of it.
that, and she knows that like neither of those two guys are probably it for her. So like
she just knows he deserves something out of it. And
like
Carl and Chasen, not so much. Like
Carl was like, I'm just happy that he didn't get it, which I actually respect that. Like you're just holding the grudge, which I can do. And like he's like, yeah, fuck him. I just didn't want him to get it. Yeah. And then like it was hilarious when they like are sitting around and Demi's like, I know it's gonna be me and Kenny, and like everyone's like, yo, okay, like you're starting more shit.
It's as long as that this happened before in like past seasons. It's like whoever gets called first, if two girls are fighting over one guy, it's really like whoever gets called first, they'll give the rose to the dude.
Do you think if Mari would have been called first, do you think she still picks Kenny?
I don't. I think she might have, honestly. I think she as like because she wanted to like get all that shit back. Yeah. She didn't want to have to pick a random.
I agree. I actually think she would have. But Demi obviously picks Kenny. Deandra, like we said, picks
Ivan.
And then
it was Natasha and Brandon, Marissa.
We didn't talk about that, but Natasha and Brandon kind of like expanded their relationship a little bit.
Till next week.
Right.
We'll get there. But yeah, no. So then Marissa and Riley, which wasn't a shock. Serena.
That's one I don't see necessarily getting messed up. But
no. Yeah, Serena P and Joe.
Yeah, Abigail and Noah.
Yeah. Jasenia and Chris, Tammy and Thomas. Yeah, Demi and Kenny, Mari and James, Deandra and Ivan. Becca and Aaron.
She picked Aaron, so they obviously had somewhat of a connection. And then Connor, like I did feel bad for him a little bit because he was like pretty upset, but it's also like, brother, like, did you expect to stay? Like when
the convict or kimono convict or whatever the hell his fucking romper was. Yeah. What did you expect, Connor? I honestly thought it was kind of fly, but at the same time, I was like, dude, not on you, Connor.
No, like you gotta have some like type of swag / like confidence, which he doesn't have either. He
doesn't.
Exactly. And then like all of his confidence went out the door when the chick who left told him that they slept in the boom boom room.
That's like, right. Like, yeah, she didn't even, honestly, that was kind of snaky of Marissa to do. Like,
yeah,
to be completely honest, like I thought she had every opportunity to tell him. She just said, well, we sat out here all night and talked, and like.
But she also didn't even be like, yeah, I'm gonna be with him. Mm-hmm. She just kept saying like, oh well, because he kept asking her to like do a date. She kept saying, we'll see what's going on, we'll see what I'm doing. Like, so I agree, she kind of was shitty in that aspect. So that the rose ceremony goes on, and then the next day comes.
Lance is gone too, which Lance was literally hardly there. Like,
I was gonna say, I didn't see him at all.
Don't bring him back.
Yeah, I don't think. I didn't see him a lot. Like, I think the biggest splash he honestly made was when he talked to
Natasha.
Yeah, like that was really it. And so yeah, he's gone, and then Lil Jon's next.
Or is it Titus? I think is his name. What's there's another black. So then or host. It might be him.
Either Lil Jon or this guy. And then moving on from the rose ceremony next day. Kind of
Tia.
Awkward, but yeah, Tia shows up. Joe kind of said it from the start. He was like, Tia and Kenny would get along very well. And
he knows Tia really well from Bachelor in Paradise. Yeah.
Right. So then he said that. And then you could kind of tell that when Tia was talking to Kenny that they got along, and he said, I hope to see you more. And Demi, I think, felt threatened because she immediately was like ripping on, kind of like,
she's a jealous bitch.
yeah.
Like, see, that's why I don't even know how I would react in that sort of situation. Like, I also fully understand it's just like the name of the game. Like, I'll just do what I have to do to stay. Like, I think I could turn the emotional switch off. But at the same time, if I was really feeling someone, but her and Kenny honestly just want to fuck. Like, that's the depth of it.
Like,
you know?
Joe said you guys are just having fun, and he said
yes. Yep. That's it. When Joe said that, I was like, he couldn't have put it better, honestly.
And Kenny, I think, is just there to have fun. I don't think he's really there to like he doesn't really care if he goes home with a rose, but if he goes home and he fucks 4 beautiful women, like he's probably like, yeah, this is dope. Like, you know what I mean?
This
like,
worked out.
Yeah, like he's 40. Like, it's not he's gone this long without being married and whatnot. So like he doesn't really care. But Demi, I like, she did say something like pretty real. She's like, I gotta be honest, my confidence is kind of shot. And like you're like, damn, like, okay, you feel that. Like, you know, she thought that it was because Kenny talked to her and he did kind of say, like, I don't know if I would do it. And then he just did it.
Yeah. Could you expect? I mean, I feel like Kenny is still so into Mari anyway. Yeah. Like, no matter what, he's just like fucking around because he can, I think, just out of spite because of what Mari said. But yeah, that's where it kind of goes back to the rose ceremony. Like, I don't think Mari is that spiteful to where she wouldn't have given Kenny the rose if she was called first.
Agree. And I think Kenny in his back pocket, which is like a good thing for him, is like, I don't think Mari would go around fucking other people. Like,
no, she's like, proved that by showing how upset she got.
Yeah, like I think if she would like get with someone, it'd be the person she's giving a rose to and like trying to go for. So like she freaked out, made the whole this big deal, when in reality she's probably the more trustworthy person. But
of
like
the two.
She's the one who caused all this. But yeah, so Kenny then goes on a date with Tia. I kind of like Tia. She's like cool. Like
I love Tia. Yeah.
She's got like a good personality. Like she's
a cool girl. Yeah.
Yeah, and their date was wild to say.
Rancid.
Yeah. Fucking
rancid. I like literally don't ever, even with the black fucking box, I don't want to see Kenny like that. Like, I'm sorry. Kenny is just like, maybe it's just because people can sometimes look different on TV than they do in real life. Like, I don't know this guy's energy in real life. Like, maybe he is just that like magnetic or something, but at this point, no.
I feel
hard pass.
I did think it was funny that he kept saying like, yeah, but why has the guy got a tree tattooed above his dick? And I was like thinking like, honestly, if I was in that situation, I probably would be thinking the same thing and being like, dude, I don't know what, I just keep looking, but it's a tree tattooed.
Yeah, you can't stop looking at it. Tia is awkward, like way too awkward. Like if it was even me on that shit, I would have been looking at, I would have been pointing and laughing.
Tia's like the like Southern girl who probably in deep down is a freak in bed when it's like one-on-one, but like she's like the Southern girl who still goes like Bible study and like it's like out in the open. She's like not probably the best person.
She's what gives me hope in religion, though, that like people who are that heavy into reading the Bible are actually pretty cool.
Well, yeah, right. Like you still have like a personality and stuff. Yeah, for sure. So like, you know, she does all that, and I thought it was funny. Like they obviously start talking, and Kenny's like, "I have been in the boom boom room with Demi. I didn't know that you were here. You've never been in the boom boom room." And like multiple occasions they got brought up, and she kept saying like,
Connor,
no, the guy,
or her being with Colton. Sorry, Colton the gay.
Yeah. She kept saying, no, I was dating a gay guy, so no. And,
so, oh my God, when Tia walked in, to kind of go back to the gay comment, when Tia walked in and Demi was like, the only thing worse than Tia's gaydar are her denim shorts. But I tell you, I lost it.
That was funny. That was a time when I was like, Demi, all right, I'll give you that one. That was a funny joke. But then even Tia said, she was like, you know, Colton told me it wasn't you, it's me. And she's like, for the first time, that's true. A guy wasn't lying to me when he said that it was him because he didn't like women. And it was like, yeah, okay, like that makes sense.
You don't take it so personal when it comes down to sexuality.
Right, exactly. Like I bet when Colton came out, she was like,
thank God.
I'm so happy. Yeah, like I'm so happy. So they go on the date, and then that's kind of like the end of the episode. Like,
yeah, so yeah, that's really it. Well, then the Abigail and Noah, when they have that was right before their one-on-one, actually.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, Abigail was literally just trying to be emotional and like pull some feelings out of him, and he like still wouldn't give them to her and like shut down and shit. And it's like Abigail is now thinking that she self-destructed, but it's like she had a good point. Like this is a fast-paced show. Like if you're not all over each other from day one, like I guarantee you're not gonna like the person. Like,
and honestly, I think she had some solid points. Like, dude, like you see, like Kenny and Demi, like they clearly want to fuck each other's brains out, and like we don't even like make out, and like we don't touch it, and it's like, yeah, okay.
He wouldn't even look at her while she was talking to him. That pissed me off. Like, and then I'm telling you, out on fucking Noah, out on Noah, like classic Noah, surface level, keep it surface level. And then it seems like next week in the previews, he like tries to point the finger at her, like, I'm trying to do more stuff for you, but you're not even reciprocating. What does he do? Get her a fucking drink from the bar? Like, like I can't see him doing, we don't know yet, but like I personally can't see him doing anything so like immaculate that would like make her feel like there's something legit versus where they are now, which is what she needs.
And what sucks though is like I do think that they like each other and they don't really want to pursue anyone else, especially Abby. So like they're kind of fucked. Like, I could see Noah, if like some chick showed up that wasn't already there, maybe pursue someone and just be like, whatever. But like if he doesn't find a connection with the new girl, then no. But like Abigail, I couldn't see at all.
I can't see. That's the most insane part. Like there's got to be some really good fucking guy to come through for me to be like, that's it for Abigail. Like, even though like, no, I'm so shocked that she's even like that tight with Noah, but they're similar in age, I think too. And like, just the way they live their lives and stuff like that. Like, could be wrong, but
that's an interesting one. And I think you brought up a good point though. Like Abigail, like Noah's a guy, and like guys do this where like you bring up a good point and it probably is right, but she's feeling vulnerable. So like you're the one who's just like
I'm scared.
Yeah, like your fault. So but that's something to watch because like I don't know. I felt like a lot of people, including myself, thought that those were two that were like probably like,
I thought they were going to be like ride or dice. I don't know if they would have necessarily ended up engaged based off of what I saw. So I don't know. I kind of see Noah's side where he was like, why don't we just keep doing what we're doing? And she's like, no, because she might also be just feeling pressure from, what she's seeing around her happening and whatnot. But
well, you know how girls are. Like if girls see,
and they're gossiping together, so someone could have put the idea in her head.
But like if girls, like if you're with 10 girls and 8 of them are like, oh my God, we sat and talked and looked at each other's eyes for 45 minutes last night. Oh my God, me and Kenny had the best sex ever. We did this, we did that. And then it's like, me and Noah slept and there was like 6 pillows in between us. And like we didn't touch. And then we woke up and we like kind of walked 6 feet apart on the beach, and everyone's like, huh?
I mean, like, as long as you're cool with it, like that's the whole thing she just hasn't said anything, and neither is he. So he's like cool with it. But that's the whole thing too, is like, if it's going to be something so easy, then neither people care that much, honestly. Like it shouldn't, like there's going to be some bump in the road. Every single couple on Bachelor in Paradise has some bump in the road, yet it is the most successful of Bachelor couples of any franchise, like to this day. But
that's the problem though, is like Noah's kind of a douchebag in the aspect where I feel like he would just be like, fuck it, I'm shutting down, it's over.
Yeah, I mean,
or like do one thing and expect everything to be great.
Yeah, Fuck
know.
yeah, straight white men. They suck.
Yeah, you would know, right?
I fucking know.
All right.
Boy,
So then,
do I know.
Dill, she's single. But so then that wraps up episode 5. They show the preview to episode 6. Well, Kendall shows up at the end of episode 5. That's like, whoa, Joe and Serena, they purposely show them talking multiple times and being like, I just feel like we're the
most solid.
Yeah,
There's
solid.
nothing that can come between us and shit.
And they even asked the question at their date, if Kendall showed up, what would you be? And he'd be like, I'd say hello. Like, they scripted it perfectly, or made sure to put those parts in there.
When Kendall, they really did. They teed it up perfectly.
Right.
Yeah, when Kendall walks down the stairs and the first guys on the beach chairs like stand up to say hi, and she's like, "Where's Joe?"
James like stood up, because James and like Mari gave it to James like more as a friendship one.
Yeah,
I think they both
exactly.
know that. So James stood up like, "Oh, this is a good looking girl. Hey, how you doing? I'm Jay." And she just goes, "Where's Joe?" And he's like,
"Where's Joe?"
Like,
she's weird, that girl. Right. But that's what sucks. And then every guy in their B-roll, they were like, they said if my ex showed up to the beach, I would be A, shitting my pants, B, running off of that shit, or C, like, I don't even know, spontaneously combusting. Like, I don't even know.
So like, that's going to be interesting to see, because like that's clearly, they always do the Monday night episode. It like jumps right into shit.
I need to know. I also think, just because of the previews of it all and everything too, that Joe, he initially is like, "What are you doing here?" And she like immediately gets defensive and is like, "What are you doing here?" Like, because she is way not over him more so than he's not over her at this point. That's the problem.
I also could see it being like a build up. They talk for a little bit. Serena freaks out thinking of it. And then Joe just basically tells her there's nothing there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I wonder if Kendall will stay, even if Joe, I wonder if she's going to be like an in and out sort of situation, but Serena is still like thinking about it. Maybe but if Serena
stays, I feel like she's just going to be trying for Joe the entire time.
I would fucking off myself.
Like, that's what I'm saying. If I'm Joe, I'd be like, I didn't sign up for this. Like,
literally,
what?
If I was in some pool of men and like equal amount of women and my ex came down the fucking stairs, I would be like, don't look at me and your feelings won't get hurt.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
that would be my mentality. Like, we can be in the same space as long as you don't look at me so your feelings don't get hurt. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm Joe, I'd be like, you can't stay. Like, I'm out. But who really knows what happens with that? We'll find out next week. And then,
Piper.
Piper shows up.
Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Everything that everyone was saying, at least from the previews. Now, they do a great job of mixing different previews together.
Oh, no. Brendan's going to go running into Piper's fucking arms because Brendan's a fucking actor. I hate that guy. He's such a schemer.
So then it'll confirm what everyone was saying then.
They should have just, out of spite, sent that dude home before he even had a chance to see Piper show up. Honestly, like, if I was Natasha and I knew that, and everyone is under this impression that she's going to show up, send his ass home. Literally get him the fuck out.
What's crazy is like, he controls the destiny.
I know, that's the fucked up part. Natasha's going to go home anyway.
Right. So like, that's what's fucked up. But like, it's getting good. It's getting crazy. We're bringing people who are linked to dating / exes into it. We've already seen all of it. And then they have
love
the
triangles.
Love triangles. Did you see the preview where Mari is talking to Kenny and says, "I still like you"?
I think it's going to be the end of the Kenny saga because, Tia was like, he didn't really sell himself in that sort of way when we were on like the date or whatever. So
I bet he fucks Demi again. Tia finds out.
Or he fucks Mari.
True, but remember in the preview, Demi's like, "Do you want to go to the boom boom room?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'd love that." And then she's like, "You got to do what you got to do to win." Like,
true. Yeah.
So like maybe he fucks
That's
Demi,
so
and then Tia is like, that's not what I thought he was gonna be like. And then Mari after that comes in and is like, I do still like you.
That's probably what'll happen. Wow, Kenny.
Or
I'm
Mari
like,
or Mari says that, and Tia maybe it's just like, I didn't think he was like that. There's just all these women after him, and I don't want to get caught up with it. Mari says that. Demi's afraid that he's gonna pick Mari, and then Demi does that. Like there's
see,
so many
that's the
different
thing.
scenarios.
Kenny literally, he is like a 22-year-old in a 40-year-old's body. Like he can't say no, which is the problem.
Like it's like he's living his college life now at 40.
Even hearing any of those possible scenarios, literally any of them could happen. And I'm just thinking to myself, how old is this guy again?
Yeah, right. Right?
How old is he? I hope I'm not acting like that when I'm fucking 40 years old, you know?
Or maybe. You be on the Bachelor, Bachelorette.
I mean, I'm literally the confirmed single friend at this point. So like,
exactly. Who knows? But it's gonna get interesting. There's a lot of, like you said, love triangles going on, a lot of interesting people. And honestly, it's the crazy people who are kind of in these love triangles, which makes it better. Because like if Serena P was in a love triangle, it would just be kind of like boring. You'd feel kind of sad for her. Like just like Natasha. Like I'm just gonna feel bad for her.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not gonna be like interesting like the Demi and Mari.
You're right.
Beef.
Yeah,
like,
that's so true. When Piper comes in, I'm like, actually, I'm gonna feel revved up, like I want to punch Brendan in the fucking face.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but like the Demi and Mari is like,
this is just quality drama. Yeah.
Right. So like some of these feuds are going back. It'll be interesting, like Aaron and Becca, what goes on with that.
That's so true. Because they're not some couple I've ever even pictured in my head, like, ever.
Other than like, who would Aaron pick to stay?
True. I mean, more girls are going to come in. That's the thing.
But like Piper's tied down with
Becca. I'm trying to think of who Becca would go with. Cause like, I don't know if any other guys are going to, maybe one does, maybe.
Yeah.
Since one girl came in at the end there, but I feel like who would Becca even go with? It would be James. I mean, at this point, Kenny's fucking free game too. You know?
Yeah.
Ivan, he's nice.
Everyone fucks Kenny.
God, I don't see it. Like, I don't.
You know what? I'm gonna give my man props though. He came on this show. He's doing what every single man would do, and it's fuck our bitches. Like, I mean,
yeah.
And the thing is he has played the game because he got a girl. So he had Mari, who I've said from the start, I think is drop dead gorgeous. Had her, she goes and is crazy.
It's just like
he knew Demi was after her. He played it. So Demi comes in, picks him again, and now he holds the cards. And it's so late that these girls are invested in him that if he picks them, they probably pick him back again.
Yeah. I just like can't get over the fact that he's 40 years old. Like, honestly, I'm almost 14 years away from 40 at this point. And like, if I'm still acting like I am in my 20s,
it'll be a rough life. I mean,
right? Like nothing good is gonna come from that, Kenny. Like, you got to go home and rewatch this shit. But
to that point, though, like Aaron and Becca were talking about their age difference. They're like 5 years apart. She's 31, he's 26. Like,
I know.
Kenny at 40. Like,
I know, 40 and then banging. How old is Mari's probably, I think, 25.
She's 24. Something. And Demi's 26, I think.
Oh my God, Mari is 24 years old.
Serena P's 23.
Yeah,
they showed that. I was like, what the fuck?
I can't even imagine that.
Like, she's been through the ringer of The Bachelor, and she's 23 years old.
I can't even.
Piper comes. Piper's 23 too.
I can't.
22.
I can't. I'm like not even that much older than them, but they still feel like babies to me.
Right?
Just
Like,
knowing that.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
young.
God.
But any last comments on the 2 episodes?
You know what? Bring on Piper. That's like all I can think about. The drama in fuck Kendall. Like Kendall needs to go home. That's it.
I agree with that. I did not like that aspect of it. Just like I want Abigail something good needs to happen to Abigail.
That
Also.
Maybe the producers will throw her a bone, just like honestly, they've just thrown gasoline in a fire, but maybe because they really like Abigail, they'll actually throw her a bone and bring one more guy in that would be interested in her. But like, who's to say he's not interested in Becca, or anyone else? It's just
that, and then they also need to do like a little Survivor like thing, and everyone needs to vote off Tammy and Thomas together. They can go do whatever they want, but like just get them the fuck. Like no one wants to watch them.
The tribe has spoken.
They're perfect for each other. They're both pieces of shit.
Get out of here.
Yes.
That's Trifle and Tammy, and it should be Trifle and Tammy and Thomas.
The triple T's.
Triple T's.
Trifle and Tammy and Thomas. So. All right, we'll be back next week, Tuesday night again after the episodes. We're over halfway done with the season. I think so. Yeah. There's a lot more shit that's gonna happen. And it might be
8 weeks actually, because if we have 4 hosts, so we're heading into I think halfway through. Because I think Lil Jon will either be next and then there's one more.
So we're halfway through then.
Yeah.
Okay. So I texted you today though. Bachelor in Paradise is now my new favorite of the 3. Not even close. I wish they did like 3 a year.
I know.
It's the best one.
And we suffer through The Bachelor and The Bachelorette to understand more about Bachelor in Paradise, period. Yes. They have me so roped into a very toxic relationship with this franchise.
Yes. But Bachelor in Paradise is the best. I will go down with that one. But we'll see everyone next week.
Peace.